What up, Raider Nation? It's your boy G underscore Money Raiders, aka Galen, coming to you with a video today of our Oakland Raiders. Me, I normally do my videos after a Raider game to give you my opinion of, how the Raiders looked, how things went, and, the way the team looked. But on this video, I kind of want to talk about something a little different. I want to talk about two things because I went back and watched the game. And I want to talk about the things that I saw in the game. And it's a couple questions I want to ask you as my viewers who watch my show, to comment on the questions that I'm going to bring up later on. So I went back and watched the game. I seen a lot of mistakes that was going on. I know in my first video I had said that, all 11 people were horrible on offense. And looking back on the game now, I can see that, yeah, I was right. A lot of it was the offensive line. Kelechi Osemele, he was bad. There's a couple plays in there I watched him, and, plays that were designed to go his way so that Marshawn can, run to his side of the field, because I always feel that the best side to run on is the left side, which is the offensive left side, because you got Penn and Kelechi and Rodney over there. Even though Rodney's the center, but on his left side, hey, Gabe Jackson, he didn't play well either. Marshall Newhouse, he didn't play well either. So collectively, they didn't play well. I watched a play where I literally watched KO get pushed back into Derek Carr's lap on one play in there. Not once, but twice by number 94, I think is what it was, on Kansas City. So if you ever go back and watch the game, you'll see what I'm talking about. The play where Carr got, the ball knocked out in the air and they intercepted the ball, that was due on Kelechi. Even though if I was Carr, I would have held on to the ball and just took the sack. So I've been listening to a lot of the radio shows and a lot of the experts talks about the Oakland Raiders this year and how everybody. I've heard enigmas. I've heard bad play. I've heard bad team. I've heard all kinds of things about this Raiders team. And like I've always said, if you take two games from the loss column, which would be 5, and you add them to the win column, which would be 8, that's where this team would be, 8 and 5. This team has had a bad year. Yes, with injuries. Injuries has been really plaguing this team this year. With not having your first round pick, with having your second round pick not coming in until the after week 8, and then you still really not having him out on the field. So, with that being said, you've got Corey James, he's out now. So, number 50, because you know how I am, I'm not going to call you until you make plays. Number 50, we're going to have to rely on him. We're going to have to rely on Lee, for 55. Because these two guys are rookies. So you have an undrafted guy at number 50, and then a drafted 5th round, number 55, coming in to make plays. Now, thank God Navarro Bowman is there to be able to solidify some of this stuff with these guys and get some of these guys up to speed and par of how a linebacker should be going about out and playing. And the linebacker, to me, should always be reading the offensive line and what the offensive line is doing. That's what a great linebacker does. A great linebacker doesn't have to pay attention to what the running back is doing. He just pays attention and see what the offensive line is doing. When he see what the offensive lineman is doing, he's supposed to read and react. Plain and simple. So that's the good part about that. But the question I have, one of the questions I have for you guys is, who do you think, if the Raiders do fire Todd Downing, let's say they fire him in the offseason, who do you think would be a good OC for them to pick up? You know, me personally, I mean, since they're already sort of kind of running the zone blocking scheme, which they don't have the right line to run a zone blocking scheme to me. They're doing it because that's what Marshawn runs best in. This line I found out is more suited and more capable of running a power. These guys want to get up on a man and push the hell out of their man. That's what they want to do. I'm learning that watching our line, you know, this year's zone blocking is not the same with what, you know, when they were pass blocking and run blocking last year, it was under Musgrave's power running game. Period. You know, they have seriously faded Olawale out to me, and Olawale was a great secret weapon that we've had. So, like I said, the question that I have is, who would you want to put in as OC next year? You know, drop down your comments of who you want to see as an offensive coordinator. Me, I'm going to throw out somebody that may not be very, very great on Oakland Raiders and Raider Nation's line, but I think Gary Kubiak would be a great offensive lineman to come in and call plays. That's me. We're already sort of running the zone blocking scheme already. You know, Gary can come in and do it to me. You know, the only thing is you would have to get Derek back under center to run that zone blocking the way he wants to run it with a bootleg. And the reason why I'm saying Gary Kubiak is because to me, that will get Derek Carr back out running the ball. I listened to Rich Gannon today on 95.7 The Game, and Rich Gannon said himself, the one thing that he doesn't understand about Derek Carr is he can easily run the ball 3 or 4 or 5 yards and keep plays alive when there is no play there, easily. And he just feels as if he thinks that Derek is afraid to run the ball because of the leg injury. And I personally think that's my deal with Derek, is that's the reason why he's not running the ball. So my next question to you guys is, you know, because I will be doing these videos in the off season this year. Like, you know, I know we got these games coming up still. We still got 3 more games. But, you know, I'm looking at this team and just looking at the team needs. And I just want to know, do y'all think it's time to move on from Michael Crabtree and go get another receiver? I'm just throwing this out there as a question. Just comment and let me know what you think and how you feel about that. Those 2 questions. First one is, who would you pick for next season's offensive coordinator if Tom Downing is fired? And number 2, would you go and get another wide receiver and let, you know, well, I don't think they'll let Michael Crabtree go because he still, I think, has 1 more year on his contract. But do you think it's time to go get another receiver, considering what we're seeing out of our receiving corps this year? Because there's been too many drop balls, too many plays that were left out on the field. Looking at that Kansas City game, like I said, I seen plays where Derek was throwing the ball horribly too. Horribly. Behind receivers, dropping pass or bouncing in front of receivers, hitting the defensive players in the back. You know, he just was not throwing the ball correctly. And a lot of it is what they're saying is, what I'm hearing is, his footwork is not where it should be as opposed to last year. So I just came to make this video to kind of throw that at y'all. But one more thing I wanted to bring up. Here's a third question. I'm not going to go down the road of saying conspiracy. No, that's not what I'm getting ready to do. But I want to throw a question out there to you guys on this. And I just want to see what everybody's reaction is going to be. So like I said, comment and let me know. My third question here is, do y'all think in that game, because I look back on that game, there were a few calls that the referees picked the flag up or didn't call? And do you think that they did that due to the fact that Gabe Jackson did not get suspended in that last Kansas City game where Kansas City Raiders play, and Gabe Jackson was ejected out of the game, but Gabe Jackson was never suspended for knocking over the referee. And remember, there was a report that got put out that the referees were angry that Gabe Jackson didn't get any suspension for, knocking over that referee. And, they're saying that that referee was injured by Gabe Jackson. He had ribs or whatever it was. But, because in that game, it was a lot of holding calls that they didn't call. They picked up the flag when there was 12 men on the field. When you clearly look back at the footage, you see the man was clearly on the field when the Raiders snapped the ball. But they turned around and called a flag for illegal motion on the Raiders when Seth Roberts wasn't even moving at the time. So I kind of want to throw that out. If you don't believe me, go back and watch it yourself. It's a few plays in there that weren't called that the refs, like either turn a blind eye or, threw their flags and threw it on us in that Chiefs game because of what took place in the last Chiefs game. So comment down there and let me know what y'all think on the 3 things that I just asked. So I just wanted to make this video and, get ready for this Dallas Cowboy game Sunday night. So I'll be doing my video after that game, give you my reaction to that game as well. But this is, kind of odd for me to do a video normally before the game. So I want to come and ask y'all, my subs, my viewers in the Raider Nation, those 3 questions, and then give you my point of view of what I saw when I went back and looked at the game. So this your boy G_Money Raiders here signing out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And tell a friend about my videos. You guys are doing great. I want to thank you for putting me over 100 subs. I mean, I really want to say I really appreciate you guys for that. I really do. It's been one of my biggest things here on this YouTube thing that I've been slowly but surely building up my views and my subscribers to my channel, because I really want to do another channel. So I'm really just starting off, putting myself out there right now to you guys as the Raider Nation, because we're all part of the whole family of the Raiders. So I really want to thank you guys for watching my videos, commenting, whether you with the Raiders or you not with the Raiders. I really just want to say I appreciate you for sub on my channel here, and I really appreciate you for giving me my 100 over. Actually, I'm over 100 subs now, but I want to thank you for giving me 100 subs. So I really appreciate you guys. And this is your boy, like I said, G_Money Raider, signing off with my addition of my take for this pre-Raiders Cowboys game. All right, Raider Nation.